Hi everybody, I'm John Bilfus, executive chef of Lula's Louisiana Cookhouse in the middle of a damn-demic that seems like it's never going to end. I am bored stiff, can't wait to get back open. But in the meantime, I have two great recipes for you from the land of Enchantment, New Mexico, one of my very favorite places on earth and a place I've spent a lot of time in because my family moved there in 1975. Our first recipe today is New Mexican Green Chile Stew, and it's just out of this world. The second recipe I'm just throwing in at the end as a bonus. It's called Carnitas Caliente, and it's not your real Mexican carnitas that are slow simmered in their own lard for hours and hours with lime and all that stuff. No, this is a quick party dish that I've been making for 25 years. Found it in some little New Mexican cookbook, and it's delicious. It's always a hit. So let's get in the kitchen. I'll show you how to make these two wonderful dishes from the land of enchantment. Here's everything you're going to need to make this fabulous New Mexican green chili stew. 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm using olive oil today, but you could use lard or any kind of oil just to start cooking your pork. 2 pounds of cube pork. Now I'm using pork butt today because I like it. It's a little fattier, but you could use loin if you had that. 1/4 cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, a 14-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, 2.5 cups of chicken stock, 2 pounds of diced New Mexican green chilies. Now I have these shipped from New Mexico for me, but you can buy them in any Hispanic market. If you're in the South or Southwest, they're everywhere. But up here in Michigan, a good Hispanic market would have them, or Costco in Lansing, and I don't know if all the other Costco's do, but Costco in Lansing has some wonderful ones. They are jarred, but they're very, very good. Then we have 2 large potatoes, diced. These are like big Idaho bakers that I've peeled and diced. A small bunch of cilantro, and salt and pepper. Now I'm going to start by heating up a couple tablespoons of oil in my trusted Dutch oven here. And once I see that starts to smoke, which it is right now, I'm going to go ahead and add our pork. And we're just going to brown this pork for a few minutes on all sides. Now I've browned these up for about 6-7 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to add my flour and my garlic. Give that a good stir. And after stirring that around for about a minute, we're going to go ahead and add our chicken stock, our tomatoes, and our green chilies. Give that a stir. Make sure you pick up all that good stuff that's on the bottom of the pan there. So that's come up to the simmer. I'm going to cover it, turn it down to low, and let it simmer for about an hour. So now the green chili stew has been simmering for about an hour. I've taken the top off. We're going to add our potatoes. Give that a stir. Make sure nothing on the bottom sticking there. Now I'm going to partially cover this and let it cook for about another half hour to 40 minutes, just until those potatoes are nice and done. So this has been about another half hour now. The potatoes are done. I'm just going to add our cilantro, season with salt and pepper, and I'll show you how we plate it. Well, there's a beautiful bowl of New Mexican green chili stew. So now here's recipe number 2. This is like my standard quickie, go to a party on a Friday night, take this with you and be a superstar. I sure hope you enjoy it. Here's how easy this fabulous party dish is. I've taken this to so many parties I can't even count. So 2 pounds of pork butt that I've cubed in about 1.5 inch cubes, a spice mix of 2 tablespoons of red chili powder, 1 tablespoon of cumin powder, a teaspoon and a half of salt, and a half a teaspoon of pepper. I've got 2 tablespoons of minced garlic and about 2 tablespoons of minced cilantro. And all we're going to do is we're going to mix this all together. I like to let this sit out at room temperature for a half hour to hour, just to let it marinate a little bit. So now I've let these marinate for about an hour. You could do a half hour if you're in a hurry. And I've greased a wire rack, and I'm just going to place these on that greased wire rack. And I'm going to pop these in a 300-degree oven for about an hour to an hour and a half. Now my Carnitas Caliente today took just a little over an hour in my convection oven. I'm going to just top these with this sriracha mayo, some extra cilantro. Going to get a good picture for you, and then I'm going to eat it. For the sriracha mayo, I used 2 cups of Hellmann's mayonnaise, 4 tablespoons of sriracha, and a pinch of salt. You could use any hot sauce you prefer. Well, thanks again for watching another exciting episode of Scratch Cook with John. I'll be back with more dishes from all around the world. Stay tuned.